What's up, you guys? It's your girl Didi, and I'm back again with another freaking video. By the title of today's video, you already know what I'm going to be talking about. We're back into the high school series, and I think it was over 5 months ago since I last talked about it, and hopefully you guys are all caught up, so I'll have to explain myself because I'm not going to. October has came and left, y'all, and I'm so sad because I had so many ideas for October. I was literally about to do the whole Vlogtober thing, but as you guys know, if you're not updated, go watch my shit. I also have a little cold right now, so excuse that. I moved not too long ago and your girl's pregnant, so I haven't been able to really keep up. I got bills to pay. I really do. I got bills to pay, so I've had to work overtime and just do all this stuff. And I haven't been able to really do what I truly love the most, which is doing YouTube. So I'm so sorry for the delay in finishing the high school series, but because I have so many other series I want to get to, so we're gonna try to speed this up, especially this November. We left off when Anime Girl broke up with Player and she left the school. So if you guys don't remember, there was Player, Anime Girl, and Red Rover, and me. That was the main 4 people in the story. So shortly after Anime Girl left, right, he shut down. He wasn't talking to anybody. Red Rover was going through it. Red Rover and Player were literally pissed at each other because basically they done ran Anime Girl out of the school with their antics. Player was in shambles and he didn't know what to do with himself.
Cry me a river,
Go on and
cry me a river,
baby, you
oh,
got it.
cry me a river.
Like, cause honestly, he liked her more than she liked him, but she stuck around because, like me, we were young and we didn't know, us girls didn't know how we were truly supposed to be treated by a man. So when a man, especially at that age, like 13, 14, I keep saying 13, 14, but in reality, we were around 14, 15 when this all took place. If a man is showing you whatever, you're gonna take whatever, especially, you know, if you don't have your father in your life. I didn't, but I know that Anime Girl did, so I don't really know why she just put up with that, but that's her own story. A month later, he gets over it. Basically, he gets over it and he's back to his antics. I'm still on the bus at this point, and so a month later, he goes back to what? Bothering me, okay, messing with me.
Oh shit, here we go again.
So he goes back to doing the same that he would do. Sit by me, like trying to get all close to me, and just doing things that he's not supposed to be doing with me on the bus, right? So this goes on, I'm not even gonna lie, this goes on for like 3 months. And mind you, I didn't tell any of my friends at the school. I didn't tell, who did I name her? Annie. I named her Annie. So yeah, I didn't tell Annie, I didn't tell Mila, I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell my teachers. I didn't tell anybody. Because I knew, in the back of my mind, I knew that what this man was doing was not okay. I don't know. So I just decided to finally tell Mila and Annie. I went up to her, I was like, hey, so Player has been messing with me on the bus for like over 6 months now. Like, he's really into me and he like does like this stuff on the bus. And she was like, what? So little did I know, and I ended up finding out later, that Mila secretly had a crush on Player this whole entire time. So throughout this whole thing, when she's like quote unquote defending me and like trying to keep me away from him, she liked him and she kept that from me. But later on, it became very obvious that she liked him because she knew that previously he had been with Anime Girl, and she actually knew more info about him that I didn't even know about. Like, apparently this was not exclusive to just our school. Like, this man was doing his Player activities at other schools as well. This man was a whole predator, okay? A whole predator, like at a very young age, just didn't know when to stop, okay? So she was looking at me, she was like, what? Not messing with my friend, not my friend, okay? So she was like, like, no. When she was saying, no, I was like, hold on, like, what are you about to do? she's like, I'm about to tell the principal because you said he won't stop. Because at this point, when he was like messing with me on the bus, I didn't know whether or not I liked him or not, because at the same time I liked him and I didn't.
So dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Because I knew that he had cheated on his girlfriend with me.
Also, I want to be very clear about what was happening on the bus. He was just trying to make sexual advances toward me, and I would continuously deny him. But it would just continue, like, because I was not one of these fast girls out here like he was used to. And the only thing it ever escalated to was like kissing and touching, but there was literally nothing else further than that.
So I had this kind of disdain for him, but then also like he was giving me this attention, so I was kind of like just going with it. Naive, childlike, like just didn't know about nothing. So anyway, so my friend, and mind you, Mila was 2 grades higher than me. I was in 8th grade and she was in 10th grade. Yeah, at this point I was in 8th grade and she was in 10th grade. So she's like, no, we're gonna have to tell the principal. I'm saying, no, I do not like him for you. Like, he is not it. Girl, do you know how many girls he messes around with? Like, no, like that's not gonna, no, he needs to get off my friend.
And that's on period.
Literally, at the end of the day, I see 2 of our bit team. That's what they called it. So it's called the behavioral intervention team. I saw 3 members of the bit team come to my class, and they come in, and one of them comes up to me and is like, hey, Adia, can you come to the office? Like, we have to talk to you. I'm like, oh shit, what did Mila do? I go to the principal office and they're sitting me down. Everything's so serious. They got papers. I'm like, what is going on? And then I see Mila come in the room. So, and Mila was like this real, she was like a mother figure. Like, she really had that, like, you know, mentality, like, that's my friend. Like, anybody she cared about, like, she would stand 10 toes behind. Like,
That she was, but she had a hidden motive. She liked him. She liked Player. Keep that in mind.
She was not going for none of that. So, yeah, she goes and she's like, yeah, this dirtbag Player has been messing with my friend on the bus for months. I don't think that's appropriate. I don't like what's going on. So they're telling me and they're asking me, well, is this true, Adia? Like, is this what's going on? And I'm sitting there like,
yeah, like,
when I tell you I was literally, that was me when I was younger. I was so soft spoken. I'm like, yeah, like, he has been, you know, I just didn't know who to tell or if I should say anything. I did feel uncomfortable at first, because that was the truth. At first I was mad uncomfortable, like, with what was going on. But with a manipulator and somebody who just has manipulative tactics, like, they know how to just, they'll try to make you think what they're doing to you is okay. And that's exactly what was happening. At that point, I'm thinking it's not a big deal. So I'm looking around like, why are y'all making this a big deal? Like, so I'm like, yeah, it's true. Like, yeah, he's been bothering me and doing stuff to me on the bus. So they sit down and they're like, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to suspend him. He cannot come in contact with you at all. And we're gonna move you entirely and put you on a different bus. So when I'm hearing this, like, literally in my, like, inside, I didn't know whether or not to be happy. It was the weirdest feeling. Like, I didn't know whether or not to be relieved that finally, like somebody knows what's going on, or to be like, dang, I didn't really want this. Like, I didn't know what I actually felt. He tell me that, and this all happened on a Friday. So basically they are like calling the bus company and like trying to get me rerouted, and they sent me home with papers basically saying my new bus schedule and yeah, what bus I was gonna take and all that. So I start going on the bus, like a whole different bus to school. And honestly, I was like, dang, like, I'm not being bothered. Yeah, just chill and just not be bothered on the bus. Like, so I was just on the new bus, chilling for like, I don't know, 2 weeks, right? So after them 2 weeks of me riding the new bus, right? I don't know how. So backstory. So you know, back then, I don't know if we still have these, because honestly they should ban them because they're actually very dangerous. But did y'all have like these booklets with like everybody's... Bruno, he just dumped his bowl of food out. You're bad. Stop being bad. Did y'all have these booklets with everybody's like name, address, and number on it? Because we had those. Like everybody from our school, we all got sent a booklet of like the parents' names, numbers, and addresses. And yo, that is actually so dangerous. Like, why would you put somebody's like information out there? Fast forward, because this is gonna come in context with what I'm gonna say next. So I get a call. Well, my mom gets a call, right? And back then we had a home phone. I'm sorry if you hear a bunch of noise in the background. I have this window open because I'm hot. I have this big ass sweater on and I'm like 5 months pregnant now and I'm like just hot as My mom gets a call and she's like, I hear her like in the background. She's like, hello, who's this? And she's like, oh, you want to talk to Adia? And then she brings me the phone. So I get on the phone and guess who it is? It's Player. He searched my name in that booklet and found me. So he calls me, it's like, oh, hey, Adia, so I'm so glad I can finally get your number. I've been trying to contact you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what? Why? Like, why are you trying to contact me? I've been trying to talk to you for a while on the phone. So what's going on? I'm like, how did you get my number? Because I totally forgot that we had these packets like with our names and numbers in it. So he's like, oh, I got it from the book. You know, the packet that we got? I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, yeah, what's up? Like, what's going on? And he's like, nothing, you know, I just wanted to talk to you on the phone. Like, you know, see if we could like hang out or something.
Get somebody else to do it.
And my brain, see, I'm thinking two things. I'm thinking, yo, like, I should not be hanging with this man. Like, we just had a whole ordeal for, like, the school tried to separate us for Pete's sake. Like, obviously, that means, hello, I shouldn't be around you. And he's like, yeah, I want to figure out, like, a time that we can hang out. Like, is it cool? Like, are you free this weekend? Like, we want to hang out. I'm on the phone, and I'm just remembering what Mila was telling me, all this stuff about him. After the whole... He keeps spilling his food. After the whole thing, them separating us and then giving me a whole different bus route, Mila was telling me everything. She's like, hey, I've heard that he's been messing with all these other girls, like this and that. Like, he does not care about you. Like, he's just playing you, girl. So I tell him, no, we can't hang out. I'm sorry. Like, at this point, I was starting to see like his ways, and I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want nothing to do with you. So I just told him straight up, like, no, yeah, I don't want to hang out. Like, it's just too much drama, and I don't even think we should be talking right now. And then he was like, you know, like, I don't know why they made such a big deal. Like, honestly, like, they don't understand. People saying all this stuff about me, saying that, oh, I'm like doing this with other girls, and like, no, I only care about you. I only want you. Just blah 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 blah. Just a bunch of bull, right? So I'm trying hard. My little minor brain is like trying not to take this in and trying so hard not to believe him. But it sounds good, okay? It sounds really good. You're saying that you just want me. That's what a girl wants to hear. Like, you're saying that you just want me. You're saying that I don't give any other attention like this to any other girl. Like, that's what we want to hear. I'm like, I'm in a rock and a hard place. Like, I don't know what to do. But I stick to my guns, and all I hear is Mila's voice in the background saying, this ain't shit. So what do I say? I say no. And I make it up an excuse, and I'm like, hey, I gotta go. Like, we're about to have dinner. And he's like, okay, well, I'll talk to you at school or something, he says. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And we hang up. So I go back to school, right? I see him in the hallway. So he tries to come up to me in the hallway. I turn the other direction. I act like I gotta go to the bathroom. So I just turn the other direction and I'm walking that way. So at the end of the day, when I get back home, I get another phone call and my mom's saying, oh, it's your friend again. And she hands me the phone. So he's asking me, he's like, hey, like, I was trying to talk to you today and I know you were avoiding me. Like, I just want to talk. Like, I just want to hang out and just talk about everything. And I'm like, well, I just don't think it's a good idea. Like, it's just, I don't think that's something that we should do. He's like, oh, look, well, just tell me like your address so like I can pull up and I can come over and we can just talk about stuff. Like, we can just talk about everything. I can explain to you why I acted the way I acted and the whole thing with Anime Girl and everything. And I'm like, no, I'm not finna tell you where I live. Like, no, this is not happening. Like, no.
Absolutely not. Not me. Certainly not I.
I make up an excuse and I get off the phone with him. The next day, like this literally happened in the span of a week. So the next day, school goes as usual. I'm hanging with my friend Mila and Annie. I even told Mila, I was like, Mila, he called me. And she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, he must have found it in the packet. That's what he told me. And she's like, oh yeah, he's weird. He's weird for that. Like, he knows that he's not supposed to be talking to you. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So anyway, so the day goes by as usual and I get back home, right? Oh shit, I forgot to, okay, rewind back, okay. So when we're on the phone, right? When we're on the phone that last time and he's like saying, oh, just tell me your address. And he was asking me like, yeah, so like what time, like is your mom usually home when you get home from school? Like, just asking me these weird questions and me being a dumbass. I was like, no, she gets home a little later, like 2 hours later after I get home. I have my own key and blah, blah, blah. Don't know why I told him that information, but I did. So anyway, fast forward. When we get off of school that day, I'm chilling. Like, when I get home, I usually get my snacks. I do what teenagers do, then I go and watch TV. So I'm watching TV and mom's not home and I hear a knock at the door. I hear a knock at the door. So I'm thinking, nope, nobody really comes to our door for real. So I'm thinking maybe it's a neighbor. Occasionally they come to the door. So I go up to the door and I look at the people. Who is it? It's Player. So I don't even know what to do in this instance because I'm like, this man didn't call me. He didn't talk to me at school talking about he was gonna show up. That's weird. Like, why are you showing up when I didn't give you permission to come here? So, and then he knocks again, right? He's knocking again and I'm literally just staring at the door like, what do I do? Like, what do I do? What do I do? And mind you, at the time, I didn't have a phone. I did have a home phone. And I was thinking about calling Mila, like, right then and there. But I don't know. Like, he kept knocking on the door. So, I don't know. Something in me, something dumb in me was like, okay, he did say he just wanted to talk. So, I opened the door.
You are really dumb. For real.
My dumb ass. The door, and he's like, hey, I found you. I didn't know if this was the right unit, but because we lived in townhouses and they, the doors are outside. Like, they're basically right next to each other doors. He's like, can I come in? Like, can we talk? Like, I promise you, I just want to talk.
Stop the cap.
Blah, blah, blah. So he comes in and he's like, yeah, this is nice. This is nice. It was just so awkward, y'all. It was literally so awkward. So then we go into the living room and I'm like telling him like, this is the living room, TV and stuff. And he's like, okay. He's like, do you have some snacks or something? So I pop us some popcorn because we had some popcorn. And then I go and sit on the couch by him. But I'm sitting far away. Like, if this is me right here, he's like on the other side of the couch. Like, I make it a mission to sit on the other side of the couch because I'm like, yeah, I don't want no funny business with you. I really don't. He's talking, he's like, yeah, I know you heard like what's been going on at school, but like me and Anime Girl, like it was very complicated and blah, blah, blah. Like she liked me more than I liked her. Lies. he used to always say that, like, she was feeling me more than I was feeling her. And yeah, she was crazy about me. Like, she was crazy about me. Like, she wouldn't let her go.
Shut the fuck up. You thought you ate?
I'm like, what? Nowadays that's so stupid. Like, how are you gonna like not let go of somebody? You have the power to like break up with them. So anyway, that was a bunch of bullshit. So he's talking and he's like, but yeah, besides her, I don't want to talk about her. Like, I want to talk about you. Like you're just so beautiful. You're just so amazing. Like, I don't want you out of my life. Like, I think we could really like build something.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Build what? We are 14 and 15. What are we building? Like, what are we building? Exactly. Nothing. Because you're a bum. So anyways, yeah, so he's like sitting by me or whatever. And he's like, and then he scoots closer to me. My alarm is going up. So then I'm like, well, what do you want to watch? And I started turning like the TV. Like, the TV was on, but I was like switching the channels. He's like, I don't want to watch TV. Like, I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk to you. And then he starts like caressing my face and just doing shit that he would try to do on the bus. So like, so basically he starts kissing me, and I'm not kissing him back at this point, because I'm at this point, I'm actually truly disgusted. Like, I've heard so much stuff about you. Like, I'm seeing you for who you really are, and at this point I don't want anything to do with him. But me being that age, I didn't really know how to say no. I didn't know how to like get myself out of a situation like this. Yeah, he's kissing me. I'm not really kissing him back. And then he starts touching me, and I get up. I was like, so my mom's gonna be here soon, and yeah, I think you gotta go, because we're gonna have to do this another time, because yeah, my mom's literally coming soon. I totally forgot. He's like, what? Like, I thought this is what you wanted. Like, I thought this is what you wanted. You wanted me all to yourself. And I'm like, yo, no, not after what I found out about you. Like, I'm good on you, like, for real. Because me at that age, I would never be that bold and say something like that. But I said, well, let's just do this another day. Like, my mom's gonna be coming, and I don't want her coming home and you're here. Like, I'm gonna get in trouble. So then he leaves, right? This is when it starts to get bad, right, y'all? Because at school, he would try to come up to me and talk to me. And then when I avoided him, like, I just started avoiding him at all costs. Like, and he realized what I was doing, and he, like, stopped. But literally, like, a week later, he shows up again at my house. Just unannounced, knocking at the door. This time, I don't answer it. And I'm just like, yo, like, literally, he did that like 3 times, just coming to my house unannounced, knocking at my door. And I was just not finna answer it, because I'm like, bro, like, you don't even ask me before you come over. And excuse me, honestly, truly, I don't want nothing to do with you. Eventually, like, I don't know what happened with this man. Like, shortly after that, I just started not seeing him at school. Like, I don't know. It was like months after that when he stopped coming over. This man just stopped showing up to school. Like, nobody saw him. Well, at first, actually, he would like miss a bunch of days of school, and eventually he just stopped showing up at school. And I was hearing it from people that, oh, he was homeless, that he ran away from home, and he's just been on the street. Like, yeah, he was just, a lot was going on in his life. And honestly, that's probably all due to him, because his karma. So, and you know what is so crazy? I'm so glad that I had the people around that I had around to stop all of this from happening. Because I didn't tell my mom any of what was going on. I didn't tell her anything. Not because I felt like I couldn't. It's just something I just never thought to tell my mom. I mean, later in life, I told her what happened, but yeah, at first I was not telling her anything. But later, years later, I found out that from one of my gay friends, right? One of my gay friends, and we're still friends to this day. Like, I love him. apparently he was bi. Apparently Player was bi and he was messing with my friend. Not messing with him in that way, but like texting him sexual stuff, like just really weird stuff. And I heard from another friend too that one of the students that I used to go to school with, I recently talked to him and he was saying like he, not in any like sexual way, but he was just having him like do stuff crazy, like criminal activity, like not crazy criminal activity, but like would have him steal stuff, like have him do. This man was literally, Player was a bad influence and just a bad seed, like literally. And I have no idea what he's doing to this day. A few months ago, somebody told me that he's like living somewhere, like has a baby, but has been arrested several times for who knows what. It's so crazy because it's like, it matches from what he was younger, like what's going on in his life now. So yeah, y'all, that's really it for Player. Like there's really nothing else. He actually did text me not too long ago, I think like a year ago, on some like, I'm just checking up, like seeing how you're doing, like I just left it on scene, like I'm not responding. That's it for the Player Chronicles. Like the Player series is over. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos, and please like, comment. It really helps. Like I really work hard on these videos. Like every time I film, I'm really putting my all in it. And yeah, y'all, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video soon. Bye.